Chieftains 3-3 coming into this one to face the Grosse Pointe South Blue Devils. They are 4-2 so far this season, just coming off a win over Eisenhower last week, 8-2. Good defenses here. We saw Utica's defense shine last week. Grosse Pointe South, a very talented defense. So it's going to be a battle of defenses as we see it so far, Mike.
Well, that's where the Chieftains need to make it up on offense. I liked what I seen last week. They were starting to air out the ball with Patrick O'Connor, and Gwilly just needs to keep doing the same thing, pound that ball up the middle. Defensively, they could shut down Grosse Pointe just a little bit here. And offense on Grosse Pointe's side, it keeps staggering a little bit for them. So that's something that they're trying to get going for themselves.
All right, Mike, national anthem about to be underway. We'll be back for the first half of football coming up.
"15 years and Esplendito Mexican Restaurant is still known for its great tasting, quality food. Their secret? Combining the classic taste of Jimmy's Pizza and the well-loved menu from the original Pancho's restaurant. There's daily food and drink specials and weekday happy hours. Also, stop in for Taco Tuesday or on Sunday when kids eat free. Dine in or carry out. That's Esplendito Mexican Cuisine off Mound Road in Shelby Township. Call 586-739-1070.
All right, Mike, almost time for kickoff. A nice cool night here so far, but no rain, nothing looking like we should have any problems weather-wise. The Chieftains look to take on the Blue Devils of Grosse Pointe South. Grosse Pointe South, as we talked about, 4-2. Utica Chieftains 3-3. This is where they got to make that push. They still have a chance to make a fight for that playoff. Got to win the last three here, but take it a game at a time. A tough opponent here, a very good defensive opponent. We're going to have to see what Gwilly does this week, as Chieftains' offense is going to rely a lot on him.
Well, you said exactly right. This is crunch time now for the Chieftains. They need to get a big win today to keep their playoff chances alive. And exactly like you said, Grosse Pointe South, the defense has just been unbelievable so far this season. The only team really that they've given up a lot of points to, actually two teams, is Romeo with 28, and then Port Huron giving up 21 to them as well. But the other games, they've only given up. Last week they won 8-2 against Eisenhower, at their barn, and then the other couple games that they've won is 7-3, 7-0, and 25-6. I mean, they defensively, that's their bread and butter. We talked to defensive coordinator on the Grosse Pointe South side, and he said the exact same thing, that's their bread and butter. That's what's keeping them rolling so far this season. The offense has not been able to click for them, though. I mean, they have Andrew, number 27, Andrew Trost, who's a big-time wide receiver for them, but offensively they just have not been able to click.
And here is the kickoff return from about the 2-yard line. Chieftains will have it, looking up the middle of the field and finally taken down at about the 19-yard line. And Mike, it is the last home game here at Barney Swinehart Field for the Chieftains, senior night. Last time these seniors will play on their home field. Got to mean a lot to them. Of course, you have a little bit extra in you. Want to get that last win at home, so we'll keep an eye on that. We'll see this Chieftain offense for the first time tonight. Gwilly, he's always the star, and we see the return here by Slater Lutz, a decent return. But Gwilly, 3 touchdowns, 175 yards last week. Another great game for him. Going to need to continue that success if the Chieftains want to win here tonight. And you see already a Grosse Pointe South player down on the field.
Yep.
See if he's okay there.
Yeah, Gwilly had another big game. He's having a big season for them without a doubt. He was very effective, especially running the ball up the middle, and that's what a key for the Chieftains they need to do tonight is pound that ball up the middle and keep pounding it until obviously Grosse Pointe South can come up with a solution. And you talk to all these teams coming into Barney Swinehart or even coming in to play the Utica Chieftains, and it's always been stop number 25. Or contain them at least. I mean, there's only been 2 teams so far this season that have been able to contain them, and that is it's been
Romeo and Anchor Bay.
Bay.
Yeah.
So, and believe it or not, I didn't expect that against Anchor Bay, but after that, Kumino was able to get things rolling for himself, and he just keeps continuing to work hard for this team. But you can't take everything else unnoticed. This Chieftains offense has started to click ever since Patrick O'Connor's come in, and that defense that Coach Tony Smith Coming into the season, he was worried about because they were a little too young, but they've started to gel here, Adam, in the last couple of weeks, and they looked awesome last week.
Yeah, they've been really good, and last week playing a very tough opponent. They did a good job, and that's Donald Harris. You see him getting up now, he'll limp off the field. Hopefully not too bad of an injury, but you at least like to see he can get off the field, of course, with some health, and we'll see that play one more time. There it is. The block just gets taken out from the side. A tough one there, but hopefully he'll be all right. So here comes the Chieftain offense for the first time tonight. They'll take over at the 20-yard line. Patrick O'Connor, the quarterback, of course, he won that job earlier in the season after Guglielmetti struggled a little bit, but they just felt, let's try something else. Let's let these guys compete. And Patrick O'Connor was the quarterback that shined just a little bit more, and he's kept that starting job.
Well, what the big difference is he's able to spread the ball. Guglielmetti, I thought, was a little tentative at times. He's going to learn. He's going to get better, without a doubt. But he was a little tentative at times. You could just see with the shuffling of his feet. But he'll get better over time. But Patrick O'Connor is definitely the quarterback for this team for right now.
1st and 10, you see Patrick O'Connor throwing a pass already. First pass of the game. That's R.J. Pinto to the sidelines. Nice little pickup there for the Chieftains. And we saw a little bit of that connection the last few weeks here, especially at home. And Pinto had a nice catch last week that got him close. And then Gwilly finished off the drive. And then, of course, on homecoming, he caught the touchdown-winning catch. Pintos and cheese. So he's shown himself a lot more in this offense as the season has gone along.
And I think last week they didn't expect that at all coming into here, and a lot of teams haven't expected coming into here to play Utica.
2nd and 4, hand off to Gwilly up the middle, pickup of about 2, make it a 3rd and short upcoming for the Chieftains. They need to get Gwilly his name tag back on there. He's gotta do it for him. So 3rd and 1 upcoming. See this play one more time. Gwilly finds a little hole up the middle, but taken down pretty quickly.
We should mention too, Kumino Gwilly, this is a big night for him as well as the senior night. Is he's going to be heading over to Central from what we've heard. Not sure if that's been 100% confirmed though.
And here's Gwilly. He'll look to pick up that first down. Appears he will, but it will be a little bit close. See where they mark this one. And yeah, as you say it, Mike, this team has Division I talent, and it is right there, Kumino Gwilly. Looks like he'll go to Central Michigan after this year, and yeah, it's you gotta want to have that last great home game, and of course you see the Tribe there. It's a whiteout tonight,
and it's also 58 degrees outside, and they have no shirts on.
Oh boy, you want to go down there and lecture them?
No, because they're high school kids, and when I was in high school, we didn't listen either. So
well, it's senior night, so a lot of parents are here. So 4th and 2, really marked a little bit short of that first down, and the Chieftains will be forced to punt. Line drive, deep punt, taken from the 37-yard line, returned by Grosse Pointe South, breaks a couple tackles down to midfield, and will be on the Chieftains side of the 50, down at about the 49-yard line.
No, Trost, sorry.
Yeah,
Andrew Trost, their big-time wide receiver, also back to receive punts.
Yeah, they try to get the ball to this kid in as many ways as they can. You'll see him on returns. You'll see him at wide receiver. They'll give him the ball in different ways. You might little running back or just giving them the ball from the slot. However they got to do it, they will. So 1st and 10 for Grosse Pointe South, taking over at the Chieftains' 49-yard line. See what this offense can dial up as they take the field for the first time tonight. 10-14 left in the first quarter, tie ball game. And there's Trost on the handoff there. Already a big play for him, as we were just talking about him in the offense, and gets close to that first down marker for Grosse Pointe South right away.
Yep, he's their go-to guy. I mean, wide receiver, also runs the football as well. Kind of like Groman on the Chieftains.
Yeah, a little bit.
Jason Groman.
Except he probably gets the ball even twice as much.
A little bit of a reverse.
2nd and short upcoming for the Blue Devils. They have the ball at the 40-yard line. Handoff. Have some room, get to that first down marker, has another blocker, gets the first down and more, keeps pushing those feet down at the 30-yard line.
Coming into this game, the Grosse Pointe South Blue Devils stiffened the Eisenhower Eagles last week. Obviously winning that one
Yeah,
8-2.
8-2. That's a.
Who would have thought that?
I know. And you see that handoff one more time. Nice run there to get to the outside and pick up some blockers, and that's Jeff Moore on the carry. 1st and 10 for Grosse Pointe South. Ball at the 30.
Back to Moore, and Moore's taken down quickly.
Nice takedown there by the Chieftains. Got some penetration off the line and right in Moore's face as he got the ball.
And if you're the Utica coaching staff, though, you have to be happy with the progression that the defense has made over the course of the season. They came in not knowing what to expect, the coaching staff, and they quickly have able to gel into this unit that has kept their team and given them a chance on the offensive side.
Yeah, they've done a very good job, and as you say, they've gotten better as the season's gone along, and we've seen some really good defensive performances lately, especially against some very talented offenses that they face, and holding Chippewa Valley to just 28 points. I mean, that's a lot less than most teams have done this year. That's a very good team. 2nd and 12 for Grosse Pointe South. They'll look to move it through the air. Going deep, has a receiver. Will he come down with it? He will. Touchdown, Grosse Pointe South. They take the early touchdown lead. And that's Andrew Trost. We've been talking about him, and there he is, just on a deep pass. Outruns everybody and finds the end zone.
And you've seen that's why he's their go-to guy. He's got that speed. He has that speed. And just able to break up there and get away from his defender and able to catch that ball.
Incredible that he got that far behind the defense, and the quarterback couldn't even quite, like, he was so open, he just lobbed it up there, and he still had so much time to come down with it. Nice pass and catch there by Grosse Pointe South, and they take an early lead here, Mike. $8:13 left in the first quarter. Extra point is up, and it's good. 7-0. Grosse Pointe South leads it here over the Utica Chieftains.
3 plays it took them to get into that end zone. Let's take a look at this replay. Quarterback finding his man.
Yeah, Logan Myko.
Finding Trost.
And he underthrew him a little bit, but it just didn't matter. He was just that wide open.
And number 4, Sion Strange, just couldn't stick with his man. And that happens as Trost was able to create separation there. Come down with that ball for that touchdown and get that lead. So now it's up to the Chieftains to change things around here and get things rolling for themselves offensively.
Yeah, Mike, and we were talking up this defense, and they give up something early, but plenty of time here. They got to adjust a little bit, and they know they're going to have to watch Trost, and they saw that right away, a nice run by him and then the big touchdown catch. So they're going to have to lock in him if they want to stop Grosse Pointe South. That's by far their best player on the field. They're going to use him as much as they can. So Chieftains got to find an answer for that. So 8:13 into the first quarter here. Grosse Pointe South leads this one. Chieftains back to return. Nice deep kick. Botched the return there. Picks it up though, gets to the 10, to the 15. Makes something out of not much there after dropping the return, but nice little pickup there to make up for it a little bit. Kevon Higdon there on the return for the Chieftains.
Kevon Higdon, who's a sophomore wideout for the Chieftains there, just probably underestimated it, kind of hit his helmet, underestimated his hands in front of him.
And he's a sophomore.
And it happens.
Yeah, he's a sophomore, so he's probably a little nervous out there getting some playing time. He hasn't gotten much this year, so out there for return, he'll calm down a little bit. So we'll see the Chieftain offense for the second time tonight. 8:05 left in the first quarter. They're down a touchdown. They start this drive at the 17-yard line. Patrick O'Connor looking for a receiver. Has one on the outside. That's Slater Lutz. He'll get to the outside, knocked down. He'll go out of bounds.
Nice little pass there.
Yeah, we're already seeing
Slater
more.
Lutz, but not for the first down, but he got about 5 yards on the play.
And we're already seeing more passing in this game than we really have the last couple.
And that's what's killed Grosse Pointe. The games that they have lost, I mean, obviously they lost to the big time teams like Romeo and that, where they can air the ball out. They lost to Romeo 28-0. You throw the ball on Grosse Pointe, you have a chance. And especially, I mean, obviously you have Gwilly, too, running the ball.
2nd and 5. O'Connor looking for a receiver. Taken down, though. Nowhere to go.
He had not enough time at all.
Great job by the defense there, right in his face. And Chieftains taken down for the loss of yards there on the sack. And
Not
third
enough-
down and long upcoming.
Not enough time there for O'Connor to do anything for himself. Take a look right here. Right there is number 45 coming into the play to take him down, and that's Nathan Barbish with the sack.
So third and long now for the Chieftains. See if they try to move it through the air as they have been so far on this drive. Ball at the 15-yard line. O'Connor looking for a receiver, has one over the middle. He makes the reception, looking to get to that first down marker. He has it in more. A nice pick up there to move the chains for the Chieftains. Roman on the reception.
And he's been big time for this Chieftains team, obviously senior, and looking to have a big last home game of the season for himself and try to propel his team into the playoffs. Here's O'Connor with a nice throw over to Groman. Groman reads the defense and is able to gain a couple more out of that to get that first down, and the Chieftains move the chains.
And he's been very good with yards after the catch this season. Groman has. First down for the Chieftains. O'Connor on the read option will keep it for himself. Pickup of about a yard there. Nowhere for him to really go.
It was a broken play, made something out of nothing, so was able to get the yard instead of losing the yard.
Second and 8 now upcoming for the Chieftains. They have the ball at the 35-yard line. 5:53 left in the first quarter. Chieftains down.
Take a look at this replay. Fake handoff. And Patrick O'Connor just didn't have enough time to do anything with that.
And the Chieftains have been using that read option a little bit more in the last few games, knowing that teams are keying on Gwilly. Ooh. He got hit as he threw there. Patrick O'Connor didn't, just had to get rid of it. Took a shot as he threw the ball.
And that's a 15-yarder. And a bad penalty on the part of Grosse Pointe South. And I believe that was number 69 for the Blue Devils, Michael Studler Dreher, with a head hit. I could be wrong on that, on who that was. It looked like maybe actually Nathan Lawrence.
But good job by O'Connor there to get rid of it quick, because he just hangs on to that one. It's just a sack. Instead, gets rid of it quick. Doesn't throw it to the other team, though. Puts it up in the air. And he gets the penalty out of it.
He looks a little shaken up, which...
Well, I would be too after taking a hit like that.
Helmet,
I think
the
he's
helmet.
going to stay in the game.
But yeah, he's going to stay in the game. He's a trooper. But it looks like he's a little shooken up there as he took a shot to the head.
Well, the penalty will create that first down for the Chieftains. First and 10 from the 50-yard line. 5:32 left in the first quarter. Hand off to Gwilly. Breaks through an arm tackle. Pickup of 2 yards there. Second and 8 upcoming.
This is where you have to make the other teams pay, though, Adam. I mean, bad penalty on the part of Grosse Pointe South. Make it your positive and get into the end zone and tie this football game up. There's the handoff to Gwilly, and he's quickly taken down by big number 74 for Grosse Pointe, which is John Steinhauer.
Second down for the Chieftains. They have the ball on the 48-yard line on the side of Grosse Pointe South. Hand off to Gwilly. Doesn't get back to the line of scrimmage. Tries to, gets close, but taken down right away. So about a 3rd and 9 upcoming for the Chieftains here. They're trying to move the ball in the running game.
Actually, they lost 2 yards, so it's going to be 3 and 10.
Yeah, they marked him. It was a little rough spot there, but either way, had nowhere for him to go. And Chieftains got to start doing something offensively here, only moving the ball really. I mean, one nice reception on the pass there for a first down, but otherwise moving the ball via penalty.
Get back to what got you going, and that's those screen passes.
Third and 10 for the Chieftains. Fake to Gwilly, looking for a receiver, has to step up in the pocket. There's pressure,
Penalty
flag on the play.
I think holding on Utica maybe. I'm not sure, but it could also be on Grosse Pointe for holding as well. Let's see what the refs signal here.
Yeah, hold on the Chieftains.
Yeah,
declined, so either way it'll be 4th.
He was trying to hold his defender off from getting the sack on Patrick O'Connor.
Let's see it one more time. See where that holding took place. And
right there.
Yeah, there it is. You just hold and push him right past the quarterback. Just trying to save O'Connor from taking a hit there as he just took one. But
that's number 72 for the Chieftains, which is John Gutch. That's not a bad, I mean, that's a bad penalty because they're going to lose the ball, but at the same time, you saved your quarterback as well from getting laid out.
Yeah, and since it's declined anyways, I mean, I guess it really doesn't move you back anymore. The quarterback didn't really have a chance to do anything there anyways. So 4th and 15. The punt is blocked, though. Grosse Pointe South might have fell on it either way.
I think the
turnover on downs. Grosse Pointe South is going to have great field position after the blocked punt.
Now, well, you wanted to start this game off. The Chieftains had so many positives coming into this game, especially after last week, holding their own against Chippewa Valley and almost coming up close with that win last week, but not how you want to start this game off. So defensively, they got to try to shut Grosse Pointe down here. Take a look at this block right there by number 45, Nathan Barbish.
Great block by him, and Barbish is having himself a good game
He's
defensively
had
so
one
far.
sack and one block on the punt.
So the Blue Devils of Grosse Pointe South take over at the 35-yard line, 1st and 10. Moore's looking for an opening, pickup of about 3 yards on that carry, and Grosse Pointe South threatening to score here after the turnover.
Again, 2nd and 7 on the 41. This is where the Chieftains need to keep a stand here. You don't want to go down 2 TDs.
Yeah, especially this quickly. I mean, it's still early here in this football game.
Especially a team that does not score much.
Yeah, I mean, 8 points last week, and they're already threatening to put up 2 touchdowns or at least 10 here early in this first quarter. Grosse Pointe South on 2nd and 7 from the 40 or from the 42-yard
Nice
line.
play there by the Chieftains. Got a hand in there. I believe that was Gwilly breaking up that pass intended for number 42, Samuel Jones. Let's take a look at this replay right here. I believe it was Gwilly.
Yeah, nice defense there on the stop.
Sure
Just get
like
your
him.
hands up.
Yeah, it was him.
And Gwilly, we talk about him on
That's his hand in
offense,
there.
but he's been very good defensively for this Chieftain team this season, coming up with a lot of big plays. 3rd and 7 now for Grosse Pointe South, looking to pick up that first down. They have the ball at about the 32-yard line. Michael takes it himself, gets down to that first down marker. He'll have it. And Grosse Pointe South will move those chains on the QB keeper, Michael there.
Logan Michael with the QB rush. Take a look at this replay, tucks the ball in.
Yeah, and that looked like a designed play there for him to keep it. Hard to tell the way he tucked it, but
It looked kind of like he was uncomfortable with handling the ball there. Too bad Chieftains couldn't have got to him. Chieftain cheerleaders getting ready to cheer their team on here on senior night here at Barney Swinehart. Chieftains look to try to get a victory here.
1st and 10 for Grosse Pointe South. They have the ball at the 20-yard line. 2:07 left in this football game, protecting a touchdown lead. Wide receiver screen to the outside, has some blockers, picks up a nice chunk of change there.
That's David Burnett with the reception.
Close to that first down marker. Might not have had it, but 2nd and short upcoming.
So the defense tonight just can't seem to get any stops here as Grosse Pointe has just moved right down the field.
Yeah, Mike, I mean, we saw some good things out of this Chieftain defense lately, and of course it doesn't help when your offense gives the other team good field position, so not much you can do with that, but Chieftain defense needs to step it up a little bit here and see if they can get a stop here, keep them from scoring on this drive. 2nd and short upcoming from the 11-yard line, handoff. Oh, he's got the first down and more down to the 2-yard line. A nice pickup there. Aiden Combs, the fullback for the Blue Devils.
Chieftains need to get a big stop here. 1st and 3 on the 3-yard line with a minute left here. And there's the big man, Art Schenk.
It's got to be chilly up there. I feel bad that we're in this nice warm booth. 1st and goal here from the 3. Moore on the carry.
He likes it
Can't
up there,
quite
though,
get
Art.
it. He looked pretty comfy up there.
He likes being out there.
Now 2nd and goal upcoming for Grosse Pointe South. They have the ball at the 3-yard line. 30 seconds now left. Clock running here towards the end of this first quarter. See if Grosse Pointe South decides to run one more play here to try to punch it in before the quarter ends.
Looks like they're going to probably run here, rush.
3 backs in the backfield as Grosse Pointe South goes into the goal line.
Maybe not.
Pitch to the outside. That's Moore with the ball. He has blockers. Will he get in? He does. Touchdown Grosse Pointe South, and they now have a 2-touchdown lead with 3 seconds left in the first quarter.
Well, this type of thing happens. I mean, you go from a positive game as last week to coming in a little stagnant, and the Chieftains need to do something about this quickly because you should not be giving up 14 points already to a team that hardly scores any points this season.
Yeah, they're going to have to adjust and do it quickly. Jeff Moore now having a pretty decent game so far on the run. He picks up his first touchdown of the game there. Extra point is up.
And we're seeing,
it's good.
And we're seeing from Grosse Pointe nothing spectacular, just like your basic stuff, run, a little bit of short passes here and there. Not to take anything away from them, but the Chieftains, this is stuff that defensively they've been able to stop all season.
And so far I've been impressed with Grosse Pointe South's use of the fullback. I mean, really just blocking not only on passing plays and using him in that way, but running plays. Number 44, Aiden Combs, he has a nice carry, but he's been opening up holes for his running backs, and he did on that play there on the outside on the pitch. A nice block there, so it's sometimes kind of nice to see a team use fullback like that. Some old hard-nosed football.
Well, even in the NFL, you don't even see the fullback being used as much anymore,
Exactly.
which is quite sad because
you miss Corey Schlesinger, that's what it is.
An all-star for Tampa Bay.
Oh, boy, yeah.
Bringing back some big names, but those tight ends back then, or what about David Sloan?
Yeah.
David Sloan was a beast. Tight ends. Michigan had a bunch of great tight ends. That's going away pretty much in the game. It's kind of sad. The tight end is went from you being used a lot to being used very seldom.
Deep kickoff from Grosse Pointe South. Return from about the 5-yard line. So you mean turn it up the field, runs into his own blocker.
Face mask, and it looks like there's going to be a penalty on Grosse Pointe South. Sure looked like a face mask from up here. Looked like Klein is the guilty offender.
We'll see what the call is.
Oh, I guess I'm wrong. I take that back. It's going against the Chieftains, so they're going to be pushed back into a hole here.
Yeah, so penalty there, and that'll end the first quarter. Grosse Pointe South leads this one 14-0. We'll see what the second quarter brings coming up.
15 years and Esplendito Mexican Restaurants is still known for its great tasting quality food. Their secret? Combining the classic taste of Jimmy's Pizza and the well-loved menu from the original Pancho's restaurant. There's daily food and drink specials and weekday happy hours. Also, stop in for Taco Tuesday or on Sunday when kids eat free. Dine in or carry out. That's Esplendito Mexican Cuisine off Mound Road in Shelby Township. Call 586-739-1070.
Welcome back here at Barney Swinehart Field. The Utica Chieftains take on the Grosse Pointe South Blue Devils. It's been all Blue Devils here this first quarter, Mike, as they lead it 14-0. And Chieftains now getting the ball back, see what the offense can do. Not much from them here tonight, but need to start now. Still plenty of time left in this game. And we'll see how we got here in this first quarter. Here's the very deep pass out to Trost, Andrew Trost on the reception, and that gave them the early 7-0 lead. Then the blocked punt, of course, here, and gave the Blue Devils great field position, and they took advantage of it. And here's Moore, the running back, got the pitch to the outside and let his blockers get him in there for him, and that's the 14-0 lead. Here's the Chieftains on first down. Handoff to Gwilly, has some space. He gets to the outside, still moving those legs down to about the 27-yard line, and that'll move the chains for the Chieftains. So nice pickup there for Gwilly, and need to see a lot more of that here. One more time. Willie finds that hole, keeps those legs moving, gets the first down and more. Finally wrapped up by a couple Grosse Pointe South defenders.
Well, the offense moves according to him, and they need to get him rolling.
1st and 10 from the 27. They give the ball to Willie again, trying to use his blockers, trying to find that hole. Pick up of a couple yards there, does the best he can to use his blockers and move those legs forward.
I'd pass the ball a lot on Grosse Pointe if I was Utica, which obviously you don't want to throw your cards on the table in the first half.
Well, you know, they're keying in on Gwilly, as most teams do, so use him a little bit now. He's having some success. That's what you do. Get them to stack the box a little bit, then you open up the playbook and maybe throw some passes down the field. 2nd and 8 here. Gwilly again on the handoff, trying to get to the outside. Nowhere for him to go. Patrick Newart takes him down right away on the outside.
No, you're exactly right. I mean, if they can get the running game going consistently, that's going to open things up, as he's going to be able to get the ball spread around. Here's take a look at this replay. Gets the handoff, and then Newart takes him down quickly.
Yeah, great
what
play
about
by
that
him
late
there.
hit there by number 27? No call.
And I like Grosse Pointe South's use of the helmet stickers. I like helmet stickers. None for Utica. A lot of teams don't use them. But Grosse Pointe South, noticing those helmet stickers, I love them.
Well, Michigan went back with them.
I like that too.
And it looks like they're having some fun up in Ann Arbor. Oh, I mean, the helmet stickers are all about rewarding, and
I like them. So we got a timeout here for the Chieftains. They want to talk things over. Big 3rd down here. They want to get that offense moving. So Coach Tony Smith says, let's talk about this. Let's get a nice plan in place. And Chieftains trying to get on the board for the first time here tonight. Willie's been getting going a little bit here, but taken down, you see there, just right in the backfield. Newart there on the tackle just throws the left tackle of the Chieftains out of the way and gets right to Gwilly. A great play there, and we've talked about this Grosse Pointe South defense being good. Man, we've seen that so far.
this is a big down right here. 3rd down, 3 and 10 on the 27.
We'll see what the Chieftains dial up here on 3rd down. A big blitz. O'Connor looking to get rid of it. Nowhere for him to go, and there's Newart again. Knocks it down.
Chieftains just can't seem to get anything going offensively here.
Excuse me, that's Steinhauer on the knockdown, and what a great blitz there. It looked like it was about to be a screen, and just right through the line. You see here one more time O'Connor looking to pass the ball, and he's got 3 defenders right in his face. Nowhere he can go with that one, and nice play call by the Grosse Pointe South defense there to dial that one up and stop the Chieftains. And they will be forced to punt. .954 left in this first half. There's the punt. Not very far, and takes a Grosse Pointe South friendly bounce, as it'll be out at about the 44-yard line of the Chieftains, and Grosse Pointe South will take over again.
Well, Chieftains defense needs to stand up tall here and try to force a 3 and out before this half, because they need to get some points on this board.
Yeah, and again, I mean, the offense has struggled here, and it's making it tough on that Chieftain defense, because already Grosse Pointe South is on the Chieftains side of the 50-yard line. So 1st down from the 44. Grosse Pointe South protecting that 14-0 lead.
Somebody went offside.
Yeah, it appears it's going to be on the Chieftains, but we'll see what it is, see if there was some movement there on the offensive line. But yeah, it looks like the Chieftains jumped off there and going to give a free 5 yards to Grosse Pointe South, and not a good way to start a drive for the defense, giving free yards away. See that one more time, and yep, line doesn't move, just jumped a little bit early there and giving free yards away. Here's 1st and 5, more on the carry. Doesn't get too far there. 2nd and short upcoming for Grosse Pointe South. So Grosse Pointe South again threatening to score in the Chieftains' territory. They're not too deep in their territory yet, but putting a lot of points up here. Scored 2 touchdowns in the first quarter and have had good field position all night, especially after that block punt that happened earlier. See if they can convert again. Looking to pass it. On the play actions, got a receiver deep. Will he come up with it? No, incomplete pass.
No, but nearly intercepted.
Yeah, Groman almost had it there.
Went through his hands.
Got a little too excited.
Himself. Yeah. And then Samuel Jones nearly had it as well. Those are one of those ones that, man, you can kick yourself. If you get that one, that's a big, big relief defensively for yourself and the team. Let's take a look at this replay. Fake handoff, rolls out, finds his man deep.
Yeah, almost
and
came
Groman
up with it.
Almost had it, and look at him. He's like, man.
And I like the play calling there on 2nd and 3. You know that it shouldn't be too bad for you to pick up the first down on 3rd down, and you see they do it casually here, but I like the play calling so far from Grosse Pointe South. Give them credit, and there's Myko, the QB keeper again. You see they like to run that on 3rd down, and he helps them pick up another first down.
They're pounding the ball, and the Chieftains have not had an answer for them tonight so far. Take a look at this replay. Michael keeps the ball.
Just great job by his blockers.
Forward.
Yeah. So another first down for the Blue Devils of Grosse Pointe South. They have the ball at the 31-yard line. 8:33 left in the first half. I formation. Looks like the Chieftains jumped again.
Wow.
Of course, the right guard, I believe, of the Blue Devils moved, but where the Chieftains already in the neutral zone, we'll see.
I'm shocked at what I'm seeing tonight. I mean, and it looks like it is on Grosse Pointe.
No, it's on the Chieftains.
No, it is.
They're going to give away free 5 yards again.
I'm kind of surprised at this tonight. Undisciplined coming into this game. I mean,
especially giving away yards on first down, you just can't do it. It's making it that easier. They have free roam in the playbook after that. Michael finds a receiver on the outside. That'll be another first down for Grosse Pointe South. Nice pitch and catch there. And that's Sam Jones, the receiver for the Blue Devils.
I'm surprised. I'm speechless tonight on the defensive side. I mean, we've talked them. We've been here all season, and we've seen how good they've been as they've gelled together as week to week. And tonight, just nothing going their way in the penalties, and just can't stop the run game. Just everything going the way for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, you're right, Mike. So far, not the game we expected, but plenty of time here for that to change. First down for Grosse Pointe South from the 16-yard line. It will be a handoff on the end around. Nice little pickup there. And that's Trost, the wide receiver of Grosse Pointe South, on the carry.
And he looks a little banged up there, hobbling a little bit. He looks like he'll be all right, though. Probably one of those stingers as he got hit down by the leg. 7:40 to go here. Chieftains need to get a stop on this series. Force them to kick the field goal.
Yeah, you don't want to go down 3 touchdowns this early in the ball game. And the Blue Devils are threatening to score and do that. 2nd and 8 from the 15. 7:25 left now. Michael Pete for himself, taken down right away.
Nice. Number 7 of the Chieftains, Nick Mason, with a sack. A great play for the Chieftains there. Let's take a look at this replay as he rushes right through. Michael takes the snap, and there's Mason saying nope.
Yeah, great job by him there. Sheds that block. It was that Myko QB keeper where he runs to the left, follows his blockers, and the guard pulled there, and Myko bounced off, defender bounced right off him there, Mason, and got right to the quarterback.
And that's going to push them at a 3-12 on the 20 with 6:45 to go.
So Chieftains need to stop here. 3 wide for Grosse Pointe South. Nice pickup there and a first down for them.
Wow.
And you see just 3 guys going down the middle, running that levels play where each guy is basically every 3 yards. You got another receiver about every 5 yards.
And Michael under pressure again as he was nearly sacked before throwing that ball. Let's take a look at this replay right here. Michael. And then you see the Utica Chieftain defensive tackle coming through to try to sack him,
And
but
that's Dave
he's
Burnett
able to get
there.
that ball.
Yeah, Dave Burnett there on the reception, but he will be they marked it just a little bit short of that first down, so it will be 4th and 1 upcoming, and it looked like he was close to that marker. It looked like he might have had enough, but no.
They're going to go for it, too. We've seen last week Chippewa Valley, the timeout here, I believe, on the Chieftains. We've seen last week Chippewa Valley constantly went for it on 4th down.
Oh, yeah, they punted, once that game, I believe?
But it cost them on that 3rd series when they did go. They were 4-3, and they cost them because the Chieftains were able to come back down and score.
So big 4th down here for the Chieftains, trying to stay in this early in the game, not give up too many points here before half. 4th and short upcoming for Grosse Pointe South. They're in the Chieftains' red zone.
This is a big down here. I mean, you're down 2 scores. You have 5:55 to work with. If you can get a stop here, you get that ball. If they go for it and not go for the field goal. If they go for it and you get a stop, you can get that ball back on the 8. Try to work your way down the field slowly, and they have 1 timeout left. So,
and Mike, I'm a little bit surprised how this game's gone so far, as we talked about. Of course, too, it's also senior night here, as we've mentioned. Usually you get a nice effort from your team there, and there's still plenty of time left. But dig down. This is your last home game, seniors. Just go out there and fight, and let's see if they can start doing that here, as there's a big 4th down upcoming. Michael keeps it for himself. Looks like he'll have enough. That same play, but see where they mark it.
Looks like he got it.
It's going to be close.
Over.
Chieftains think that they stopped him short. They're going to see where this one comes up. They might bring up. Yeah. It appears they will do just that. And Mike, we've seen that about, I think 4 times now. That play to Michael running from the left side, the QB keeper. And the Chieftains have to know it's coming now. When the Blue Devils need an important play, just a couple yards to pick up, they've gone to that play just about every time now. So here's the chain gang. Yeah, see where this one comes up. So there you see it. The first down there have just enough. Yep. And it'll be 1st and goal now for Grosse Pointe South. So 5:45 left in this first half. Grosse Pointe South 1st and goal, protecting that 2-touchdown lead. Tosses it up to the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Grosse Pointe South. He comes up with it. Sam Jones in the back of the end zone there, and a nice pitch and catch for Grosse Pointe South, now with a 3-touchdown lead.
I'm shocked. I mean, coming into this game, we expected the Chieftains to be able to put enough points on the board to shut down Grosse Pointe South, and we didn't expect Grosse Pointe South to put up 21 now if they get this extra point and go up 21-0 before the half.
And so impressed so far with Logan Michael. I mean, picking up yards with his feet, converting on 3rd downs, even 4th downs, and then some nice passes here. And you see that one just tosses up to his receiver in the back of the end zone, Sam Jones, and lets him go get it. And there you see extra point, no good. So it'll be 20-0, Grosse Pointe South lead now. And well, we talked up this defense, Mike, and we are yet to see him here in this first half.
Well, hey, I know they're out there still somewhere, and obviously the halftime is for making adjustments, but they need to get some points on the board and get within 2 scores before this half is over. They need to get a touchdown with 5:37. You have a lot of field to work with. Try to get a good reception here on this pump. But let's take a look at the touchdown. As Trust was just able to lob it.
Yeah, nice lob, and way to just let your receiver go and get that one. I think the Chieftains were taken off guard. I mean, wasn't ready for that, and just right over the corner's head.
Well, we seen last week against Chippewa Valley, the defensive line held their own, and the corners in the second half were able to start closing in on the wideouts of the Big Reds. So that's one thing of an adjustment they made in the second half last week. So maybe they'll make that same adjustment this week. You need to stick on your wideouts a little bit closer. But obviously, Grosse Pointe is creating that separation for themselves.
Chieftains back to return. Another nice deep kick, returned from about the 5-yard line.
Outside.
See if he can get to the outside there. The return has some room. Taken out at about the 26-yard line, and the nice return there by Higdon. He's getting his chance here to play in the return game. So 5:28 left in this first half. Chieftains down 20-0. See what this offense can dial up on this drive.
This is where you got to get down the field. You have one timeout left. You can work the sidelines. You have 5:28 to go. Try to get this one in there for 6. Let's take a look at this replay of the punt return. Higdon coming down and getting it down to the 25-yard line for the Chieftains. Try to get things rolling here for themselves offensively.
First down for the Chieftains. O'Connor on the screen pass. Gets it to the outside, and a nice little pickup there. It'll be a 2nd and short upcoming. Jason Groman on the reception on that play.
And he got out of bounds and he stopped the clock, so that's very important. Use your clock management to your benefit here. Try to milk this clock, get down in the end zone. But the Chieftains last week, and the last couple weeks offensively, we've seen a lot of screen passes, and they are successful for themselves. And there's one right there. And you got 7 on the play. So here we go. Need to get the first down.
A 2nd and 3 upcoming. Ball at the 32. Chieftains looking to put up their first points of the night. Another little screen pass out, just about the same play, but on the opposite side, and that'll be the first down. And that's Groman again. And yeah, it looks like they just basically flipped the same play. It had success the first time. Let's try it again.
Hey, why not? To the opposite side of the field and catch them off guard, and they did. And again, I think right there, too, South was kind of looking for a run play, and O'Connor had a lot of time, was able to lob it over to Groman.
5:05 left in this first half. Chieftains have it 1st and 10. Ball at their 40-yard line. Grosse Pointe South leads this one 20-0. Patrick O'Connor from the gun, looking for the receiver down the field. Has one over the middle, first down and more. Looking to pick up some extra yards. Still pushing those feet forward. Finally pushed out of bounds at about the 42-yard line, and that's R.J. Pinto on the reception.
Pintos and cheese, Adam. Pintos and cheese. And I'll tell you what, he played that wisely as he came down. He didn't want to get out of bounds to stop the clock at all, because you want to keep the clock going, actually, because you want to score and run the clock out. But Grosse Pointe South pushed him out of bounds, so stop the clock.
4:46 left in the first half. Chieftains starting to move the ball here. They have it at the 42-yard line.
2-minute hurry-up offense, actually, for the Chieftains here, working to their benefit.
Another little screen pass out there, and nice little pickup.
About 2.
And now they're just using those short dink and dunk passes to move the ball, and they're having some success, so stay with it. And R.J. Pinto again on the reception there.
And he's been big the last couple weeks, and I think he has not even been in a scouting report for some teams at all. Use it to your benefit.
He might start being in there now. 2nd and 7 upcoming for the Chieftains. They have the ball at the 39-yard line. 4:15 left in this first half. See that one more time. R.J. Pinto on the outside. Or excuse me, that's Groman on that one. The replay from a little bit ago. And you see that's having some success there on those short passes. O'Connor again looking to go deep. Just too far there. Doesn't give his receiver a chance to get that one. And 3rd and 7 now upcoming for Utica.
Too much on it for number 81.
Yeah, a little too much sauce there on that pass.
Of the Chieftains, Andrew Pugh, the senior tight end. And again, there you go. The Chieftains trying to use their tight end as well. We heard his name last week as well with a reception. And again, the Chieftains wearing some pink for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Because last week we pinked out the park here at Barney Swinehart.
That's right. 3rd and 7 now for the Chieftains. Ball at the 39. We're within the last 4 minutes here of the first half. O'Connor, screen pass to the outside. That's Pinto again. Just comes up short.
I think with 3:50 to go here, I'd go for it. I would try to get that first down.
Well, you're down 3 scores, and you're at least, I'd say, close to 4-down territory as you're on the other team's side of the 50. So, might not be a bad call here, Mike, as you're
but it looks
trying
like
to put some
kick
points
it.
up. Yeah.
Could we see a fake like we've seen before?
We saw one last week, that fake punt pass that was very successful for the Chieftains. We'll keep an eye on what they come up with here as they'll punt it 4th and 6 from the 38-yard line. 3:15 left in this second quarter. It is the punt, a little pooch punt. Down to the 10, down to the 5, and comes up with it there. Down is it.
Nice punt. They pinned him in. They pinned him in like they needed to do, but I would have liked to have seen them go out of the realm a little bit here and go for the first down, but Coach Tony, again, feels very confident in his defense, as well as he should, because in the last 5 weeks, that defense has held their own, and it's shocking that they have not tonight. And now's the chance here to show that they still have that good defense that they've had all season.
Yeah, and it's been tough on them because the offense has started drives with good field position. This time, as you see, the offense will not, as that punt's down at the 5-yard line. So a lot more field for that offense to work with here with 3:02 left in the first half. Hand off to Moore. Nice little pickup for him, but doesn't get much on that one. So yeah, this first half here so far has been all Grosse Pointe South. Moving it through the air, on the ground, having success. The defense has been good for them, as it has been most of the season. And the Chieftains just trying to find an answer offensively and defensively, both sides of the ball, trying to find something here and see if they can get the momentum going their way. They still have a little bit of time before halftime.
Force a 3 and out, you might have another shot.
Here's the handoff to Moore again. Nice takedown there, though. Stop him pretty quickly there. 3rd and about 5 upcoming now for Grosse Pointe South.
You could possibly use a timeout here. Put some clock on, but
yeah, Chieftains only have 1 timeout left, so they might hold on to that one for the offense to get it back, but they're still going to need to stop Grosse Pointe South here on 3rd down. But the Blue Devils looking to pretty much run as much clock as they can. They have a 20-0 lead. They'd like to take that into half.
Be nice for a turnover here.
So 3rd and 5 now. Michael looking for a receiver. He has one. First down for Grosse Pointe South out at the 18-yard line. And that'll move the chains for them.
Chieftains just look late on some of these drives that Grosse Pointe is throwing at them.
Well, Grosse Pointe South has thrown some deep passes, so the corners have to respect that a little bit. Of course, maybe a little bit too much cushion there, as just got to the first down marker about a yard past it, turned right around and was wide open. So I have to play a little bit tighter there, but Chieftains trying not to give up anything deep before half. They say, hey, you still have the whole field to go. We'll bend, not break. 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line. 1:08 left in the first half. Michael looking to go deep. He's got a receiver. Can he come down with it?
Oh,
knocked down by the Chieftains, and good defense there.
Got his hand in there. Got his hand in there and was able to tip it away. I think Burnett could have had that if he didn't tip it.
And give Grosse Pointe South some credit again, taking shots down the field. They know, hey, we still have a little bit of time left on a 1st and 10.
Trying to see exactly who that was. It looks like it was number 6 for the Chieftains, and that's Jacob Dickinson, who got his hand in there for the Chieftains to stop that play.
1:02 left in the first half. Grosse Pointe South up 20-0.
Looking for them to take another shot down the field here.
2nd down and 10 here. Michael on the screen, out to number 42, Sam Jones for Grosse Pointe South. They'll get a little bit closer to that first down marker.
About 50 seconds. Grosse Pointe's probably going to run the clock out of here a little bit, maybe go for one more play.
Yeah, we see here, clock down to 40. Clock keeps running, and Grosse Pointe South, a near flawless first half for them, as they're up 20-0. Just not what we expected in this one. 3rd and 3 now, 23 seconds left in the first half. Clock still running. Pitch to Moore on the outside, has a couple blockers, looks to turn it up the field, and he has a nice pickup there for a first down.
13 seconds left here. Clock's going to stop, but the Chieftains chip them up. It's looking like unless things change here,
We'll see if they take a clock. Will stop there for the change the move. Now it's going to keep running again. See if they want to run another play here. Doesn't look like they will. They're going to let that clock run. And yep, that'll be it for the first half. So it's been all Grosse Pointe South here going into halftime. They lead at 20-0. See if the Chieftains can dial up some answers. We'll be back for the second half coming up.
15 years and Esplendito Mexican Restaurants is still known for its great tasting, quality food. Their secret? Combining the classic taste of Jimmy's Pizza and the well-loved menu from the original Pancho's restaurant. There's daily food and drink specials and weekday happy hours. Also, stop in for Taco Tuesday or on Sunday when kids eat free. Dine in or carry out. That's Esplendito Mexican Cuisine off Mound Road in Shelby Township. Call 586-739-1070.
Let me tell you what I make. I make learning a privilege, not a chore, and frustration a tool, not an obstacle. I make working hard seem easy and giving up impossible. I make an old subject feel like a fresh thought and unconventional methods common. I'm a teacher. I make more.
How can I help my daughter with her reading?
Searching for help with Dachshund Reading.
No.
Let me try. Sarah's bright, but when she's reading, she has trouble sounding out words.
Playing world music.
What?
I give up.
Wait, I was trying to show you how Sarah feels every day. Frustrating, isn't it? Redirecting to understood.org.
Join parents and experts at understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues to help your child thrive.
Welcome back here for the Shelby TV broadcast of Utica Chieftain football. I'm Adam Zellick with Mike Ventimiglio, and it's been all Grosse Pointe South here in the first quarter, or in the first half. We'll take a look at that. The deep pass, the first touchdown, and Andrew Trost there. Great pass there by Maiko. And then you see the blocked punt here. That set Grosse Pointe South up for great field position, and they converted on that one. More runs in. That's the second touchdown of the game for Grosse Pointe South. And then here you see touchdown number 3. Maiko lobs it up to the back of the end zone. Sam Jones comes down with that one. And that's how we got to this point, 20-0. They, of course, missed the extra point after the end of that touchdown. But Grosse Pointe South, you see they dominated so far. Chieftains need to come up with an answer here. And look, there's still a full half of football to be played. Plenty of time, but got to make some adjustments.
Yes, exactly. Defensively, the Chieftains, we've been shocked, me and you, tonight, seeing what we've seen defensively. I mean, the last couple of weeks, defensively, we've seen the Chieftains able to shut teams down just a little bit and contain them, if you will, making sure they didn't get into the end zone for some points. And then Grosse Pointe South comes in here, who is they're not even averaging that many points per game, I believe 10. And they put up 20 on you in the first half. That has to change. The Chieftains need to come out, and they need to be aggressive defensively. They need to stick on their wideouts of Grosse Pointe. Their secondary has to play them tight, just like they did last week against Chippewa Valley. Come back out with that same type of game plan defensively and try to shut Grosse Pointe down.
Low grounding kick to start the second half here. Returned from the 22-yard line. Spins off a defender, taken down at the 27-yard line, maybe the 28 there, depending on where they spot it. And now we'll see the Grosse Pointe South Blue Devil offense for the first time in the second half.
No place for Jeff Moore to go there in the reception. There's kicker Veronica Kramer. A nice punt to start this half off. And again, Grosse Pointe, Jeff Moore not going anywhere there as the Chieftains take him down quickly. And this is where they have to make a stand. They need to force a 3-and-out on Grosse Pointe, get that ball back, and try to get some points.
And Mike, this is the last home game for the Chieftains this season. Of course, that means it's senior night. Last time these seniors will play on their home field here at Barney Swinehart.
Quarterback!
First down, the keeper for Maiko gets close to that first down marker. Might not have enough, but Nice run there by them, and we saw.
Keeps doing that.
Yeah, we
first
saw
half.
Micah, a lot of QB keepers, usually on 3rd and 4th downs, that was their go-to play, and they would run it a lot to the left, would get his blockers out in front. This time maybe switch it up, same play, but to the right, but a lot of success there. We'll see it one more time. Good use of blockers again, and that's a nice pickup for that offense.
And you have to give Grosse Pointe a lot of credit. They're going to what has worked for them tonight, and that's what's pushing them the ball, and the Chieftains still have not come up with any answers so far to stop that run.
And this is a good Grosse Pointe South team. They are 4-2 this season. They've won their last 3 football games. They've gotten better and better as the season's gone along. 2nd and 2 here. Pass to the outside, taken down right away. Nice takedown there by the Chieftains.
Way to be aggressive on that play, and again, they need to be more aggressive in this half defensively. That's number 9 for the Chieftains.
Yeah, the sophomore.
Caven Higdon.
Yeah, we've seen him in the return game tonight, starting to see him make some plays on defense for the Chieftains, and a great job by him there to stop Grosse Pointe South short, and it'll be a 3rd down upcoming for them. Hand off to Moore. Moore trying to get to the outside. Gets close to that marker. Not sure if he got enough. Yeah, we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be close.
And the Chieftains got him to a 4th and 1, and this is where it looks like Grosse Pointe's going to punt this football, and the Chieftains will get this ball back. So that's exactly what you wanted to start this half off, since you kicked it away. You wanted to get them to enforce them to a 3 and out, and that's what they did.
So 4th and 1 from the 39 for Grosse Pointe South. 9:40 left.
It looks like they are going to go for it here.
Yeah, they were just getting the big boys in for the basically their goal line package here. So 4th and short, maybe trying to draw the Chieftains off sides. They don't fall for it.
Looks like, yep, you're exactly right. That's exactly what it was. It was a coy play, and they're going to bring in their punting team to punt this ball away. And this is what the Chieftains needed to force a 3 and out. Let's get this punt and try to get down the field and get some points for themselves.
Yeah, need to see if you can get some good field position here for your offense. Haven't had much of it tonight. See if they can get themselves on the board for the first time here in this ball game. 9:30 left in the 3rd quarter. Chieftains to return on this punt. Keep an eye on Grosse Pointe South, though. They're somewhat aggressive with their play calling. With 4th and this short, never know if they'll fake it, but with a 20-0 lead, they'll take the safe route and punt it, and a low bouncing snap there, and an extremely high punt. Nice deep punt, and it takes a great bounce for the Blue Devils down to the 2, down to the 1. Pinned right back there, right in front of that goal line, and Chieftains will have awful field position to come out here for the first time in the 2nd half.
You can't ask for a better punt than that.
Perfect.
From your punter, and that was perfect. He placed it right where it needed to place, and he rolled, took a couple extra rolls, a couple giant extra rolls, all the way to the goal line.
And the biggest thing about that punt was how high it was. It was a great high punt, giving your return team a great chance to get down there, get ready to down, and you see they could just sit there and wait for it. They weren't rushed, didn't have to, dive, reach out for it. Sitting there ready to down it. Takes a perfect slow bounce, and Chieftain's going to have tough field position now as they take over at the 1 for 1st down. Willie in the backfield for the Chieftains. He'll get the ball, try to get to the outside, finds a hole up the middle, and a nice pickup there for Gwilly. Gets close to that 1st down marker for the Chieftains.
If he would have beat that block, he had 1 man to beat. He could have been off to the races. And Gwilly quickly gets him out of that hole.
A nice run on 1st down there to get yourself unpinned right in front of your goal line. So now the Chieftains have at least a little bit of space to work with after the nice run by Gwilly. 2nd and 1. They had the ball at the 10-yard line. 8:39 left in the 3rd quarter. Handoff again to Gwilly. Looks like he'll have that first down. Nice little pickup there.
That's what you needed to get right there. Another first down. Get out of that hole. Keep moving the chains up the field. Now you're at the 12. Just keep chipping away at this. Try to get a touchdown and try to get back in this thing. Gwilly is a little hobbly. I'm sure he'll shake that off. There he is. Puts his head down. Just pushes his way through. I think the Chieftains need to get back to try to pound on the ball up the middle if they can.
Yeah, plenty
Get
of
back
time.
to throwing some short passes.
Yeah, plenty of time in this football game. Still can run your offense. 8:04 left in the third quarter. First down for the Chieftains. They have the ball at the 12-yard line. O'Connor handed off. Swallowed up right away on that rushing attempt. And that'll be Ayers on the carry for the Chieftains. Yep, Nathan Ayers.
See if the Chieftains open up the playbook here a little bit more like they did in the second half of last week. I know that they're trying to get Gwilly rolling here. And they know if they can, he's pretty much unstoppable at that point. There's the handoff to Gwilly again.
No, that's Ayers. They're giving Gwilly a little break there.
Oh, that was Ayers. You're right. I'm sorry.
Well, we see that Ayers has been getting a little bit more carries lately. They'll switch the two running backs in, and it's been mostly Gwilly, so Ayers finally getting his chance here. It's taken to the third quarter.
Well, not only that, Ayers will possibly be back next season as well. Possibly.
So now a 3rd and 3 upcoming for the Chieftains after that one.
Gwilly's back in.
Nice little breather for him. .6:48 left in the third quarter. Chieftains down 20-0 to Grosse Pointe South as they're trying to get on the board for the first time tonight. Here's the handoff. Get close to that first down marker. See where that one ends up.
It looks like he's short. It looks like it's going to be a 4th and 3, and the Chieftains are going to have to punt this thing away.
So the Chieftains offense sputters again. Pinned down at the 1-yard line after the great punt by Grosse Pointe South. So tough field position for them. Not much they can do with that. Create a little bit of room for themselves, but they're going to need a good punt from their side here. So we're having some technical difficulties here as the punt's upcoming. We'll be back in just a minute. And here we are back after the Chieftains punt it. Grosse Pointe South takes over, and then we have a penalty here on Grosse Pointe South that'll move that ball back just a little bit. So a 1st and long upcoming for the Blue Devils. 5:26 left in this third quarter. Grosse Pointe South leads at 20-0 over Utica. Blue Devils looking to pass. A nice little screen
Nearly
pass
picked
there.
off.
But yeah, nearly picked off. Nice swat there. And
Kind of wonder what the heck kind of play that was. I mean, he was trying a little squid pass, but at the same time, there was 2 Chieftains there ready to pounce on that ball.
yeah, the screen gone awry. He backed up took about a 7-step drop there on the screen pass. Tried to let it develop. It never did. Still tried to force it anyways. But either way, 2nd and long upcoming now for Grosse Pointe South. So Chieftains still trying to adjust, come up with some answers here, see if they can do it on this drive defensively. They stopped Grosse Pointe South on their first drive of the second half, so playing a little bit better so far in the second half, but down 3 touchdowns, need to make something happen here.
Go
So
deep.
2nd and
They're going
19. Michael looking for a receiver, has all the time in the world, goes back to the other side of the field, looking for somebody, thinks he's found a receiver on the sidelines. He does! Taken out of bounds at about the 25-yard line, first down for Grosse Pointe South.
You just can't have that happen right there. You just can't have that happen if you want to win games.
And a nice reception there by Burnett for Grosse Pointe South.
Right here, they had Michael. They had him cornered every which way. And then he finds a man right there, Burnett.
Plain and simple, you can't give the quarterback that much time to pass. I mean, when you
No.
have 10 seconds to pass back there, somebody's going to get open. And that's what we saw there. So 1st and 10 upcoming now for the Blue Devils.
There was a
from
2nd
the
and
26.
19 as well.
Yeah, just airing it out there. And got to get some pressure on the quarterback defensively. Fake to the fullback. Maiko keeps it for himself. Taken down, though, in the backfield. Second down upcoming for Grosse Pointe South. So, Mike, we've seen Grosse Pointe South take shots down the field, some with success, another one there, and this team can, a good arm there by Maiko, and, they've converted on some long passes, something we haven't seen the Chieftains really have success at or even really try. So, Grosse Pointe South can beat you on the run, short passes, and they'll air it out on you every once in a while and take those shots down the field.
And coming into this game, we didn't see a lot of that from Grosse Pointe South. So it's kind of amazing tonight. Well scouting game plan that they've seen is you see some of the coaches on the sideline for the Chieftains just shaking their head in disbelief at what's happening here tonight.
Second 11, handoff to the fullback, pushing forward, keeps moving, pick up of about 6 there for Aiden Combs. And he's had a pretty good night here, at least from the fullback position. And that's a big kid there. Lowers the head, just moves forward as much as he can and gets a nice little pickup. They'll mark it pickup of 3 for him, so 3rd and 7 upcoming. Coach Malik there, shouting his plays out, making sure defense is set here for this big 3rd down. Chieftains need a stop. Ball at the 23-yard line. Grosse Pointe South 20-0. Maiko throws it, got a receiver, catches it on his shoulder, comes up with a touchdown. Grosse Pointe South 4-touchdown lead, and what a catch there by number 4 Connor Brannigan. And he catches it on his back shoulder, brings it forward. Nice reception there.
You just can't make stuff like this up. I mean, unexpected to see this happen. And they go 26-0. Let's take a look at this replay. Maiko rolls out, finds his man going to the end zone.
Just good job to hang on to it there as he crosses the goal line. And Maiko having himself a field day out here at this point.
Yep, he's slicing them up. And the Chieftains have a lot of work cut out for them if they want to try to climb back in this one.
Extra point up and good. Grosse Pointe South takes a 27-0 lead over the Utica Chieftains. 3:13 left in this 3rd quarter. Chieftains need to find something on this drive, put some points on the board, and do it quick.
Just nothing's working for them at all. I mean, they'll have a good series, and then they get to that 2nd series, and it stalls out for them offensively. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop the run. They haven't been able to stop Maiko throwing the football deep. So it's been a bunch of negatives in this game. After coming out of that game feeling positive in that Chippewa Valley game, even though you did lose, a lot of positives came out of that because you hung with them.
When you see that play one more time, just a great pass by Maiko.
He's got a good arm.
Yeah, he's been great tonight, and it's maybe the Chieftain defense and a part of him, or maybe he's just been that good tonight. But either way, this Grosse Pointe South offense has dialed up 4 touchdowns as we're deep into this 3rd quarter of this football game. Chieftains need to hunker down now, see what fight they have left. Of course, as we said before, senior night here, last home game of the season. See what these Chieftains have. Return now out to the 25, getting out to the 30. Nice return there by the Chieftains. Have the ball at the 31-yard line. And see if this offense can finally dial something up and put their first points on the board up on the night.
You have to. You have to come down quickly and try to get on the board here. Try to get some type of positive for yourself to start feeling better. Because things just not working well so far in this game for them.
1st and 10 for the Chieftains from the 32. It's a quarterback keeper.
Man in motion, that was Groman. Nice fake handoff to Groman.
Willie came up with it. So you see trying to do anything they can to get Gwilly up with the ball here, and the fake to Groman as you saw. And we're going to see some of that Wildcat now. We've seen it before, not much this season. I think they used it a little bit on the road early at one point. Haven't really seen it much here at home. We've seen it a lot at the end of last season, but they're going to see what Willie can do running this offense now. Fake, he'll keep it for himself again. And a flag on the play.
Flags everywhere tonight. And I believe this might be coming back. Let's see what the ref signals here. Yep. And that's the 4th or 5th penalty tonight that has pushed the Chieftains back, either defensively or offensively. Just can't seem to get some good stretches here offensively. As Willie got the snap there.
And you can't give away free yards, and they're doing it here, making it tougher on themselves. The offense has struggled enough. Don't need to make the plays longer for yourself. So
Willie back at QB.
Yeah, 2nd and 12. They're going to keep running this Wildcat. 1:53 left in the 3rd quarter. See what Willie can do running the offense, and he'll actually hand this one off. Nothing doing, though. On a 3rd and about 11 now upcoming for the Chieftains.
Well, looks like that's going to change here. They're going to possibly going to put coaches talking things over here. A little bit of strategy at 3rd, 3 and 12.
Yeah, see if O'Connor's going to come back in or not.
It looks like he is. They're going to take Willie out for this down.
Yep, O'Connor's going to come in.
You could see a deep throw here, Adam, coming up here for the Chieftains.
And you see the tribe there. They're probably a little bit cold, but the white out tonight, they're looking for something to root for, get something to get excited for. Down 27-0. See if the Chieftains can give them just that here. 3rd and 12. Patrick O'Connor in, looking for a receiver. Going to take a shot down the field, way over though. Intercepted. Grosse Pointe South comes down with that one. Great catch there. And he'll roll out of bounds at about the 36-yard line.
Wow. Just one of those nights, Adam. Just one of those nights for the Chieftains. They just can't seem to get anything right on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, O'Connor's overthrown his receivers a couple times tonight, and deep throw there, but nice catch though.
You know what? Being down 27-0.
Yeah, take some shots.
You got to take some shots down the field to try to climb back in this game, and we've seen that he's able and capable of doing it. But at that point, on that time, on that run, he wasn't able to. He overthrew his wide route.
So Grosse Pointe South takes over. 1st and 10 for them. 54.5 seconds left. The handoff here, and just trying to do everything he can for some yards there. Nothing doing for Grosse Pointe South. Jenna Samuel on the carry there.
There's the interception again.
See that pick one more time. O'Connor just too much air under it. And Andrew Trost, he's the great receiver, good returner for Grosse Pointe South, and you see he's great defensively also.
And normally, I mean, Lutz and Groman and Pinto, I mean, obviously we've seen you just put it out there and they can catch it, but he overthrew Lutz. So it looks like this quarter is going to come to a close with 10 seconds to go here, unless Grosse Pointe tries to hurry up and run a play here, which it looks like they're going to run out of time.
Yeah, they're going to let this one run out, Mike. So 4th quarter upcoming. Grosse Pointe South leads this one 27-0. Let's see if the Chieftains can get something started. 4th quarter coming up. Check out Esplendido's Mexican cuisine. We eat Esplendidos before every game.
Right.
It's delicious. Go check them out on Mon Road in Shelby Township. Taco Tuesdays. Kids eat free on Sundays.
No mini burritos.
That's right. They're good. Always something going on at Esplendido's. 586-739-1070. Good Mexican food. Good pizza. Always a fun time at Esplendido's.
So the Chieftains here down 27-0, Adam, with 4th quarter here, the start of the 4th quarter. 2nd and 9 on the 40 as the Blue Devils have the ball, and the Chieftains just looking to try to find some type of positive to happen here on senior night for themselves. Try to get that ball back quickly and possibly create some havoc here. But nothing going for themselves. Can't seem to find anything good for themselves to happen here.
And you see Michael again, that last touchdown throw. Perfect on the back shoulder, and we'll see that interception one more time. Just lobs it up, trying to take a shot down the field. Andrew Trost, though, not having any of that. So second down for Grosse Pointe South. Handoff up the middle, nowhere going there. And Chieftains got to do something quick here in this fourth quarter, see if they can create a turnover, make something happen, help that offense out. If they can at least get some points on the board, get something going. Still 11 minutes and 42 seconds left in this football game. See what you can do. Take some shots.
Grosse Pointe next week has Utica Ford at Utica Ford, so we'll stay in the Utica area. Let's take a look at this replay here. There it is, as the Chieftains quickly make a stop there on that rush. But again, next week, Grosse Pointe's going to stay right here in Utica area as they travel up the road and play Utica Ford. And Utica Ford is having a good season so far this year.
3rd and 8 now for Grosse Pointe South. The lefty quarterback in. Grosse Pointe South gets the first down onto the Chieftains' side of the field, and they'll keep moving the ball. And that's Luke Ryashi there, the backup quarterback for Grosse Pointe South, getting some snaps there and
hey, why not?
getting a completion.
You have a 27-0 lead. Chieftains can't get nothing going. There's Ryashi with the pass. Gets it to his wide receiver. It's number 42, Samuel Jones, and you get that first down. Moves the ball to the 49 and past the 50 for his Grosse Pointe South Blue Devils.
And we'll see what Luke Ryashi can do in this offense, moving the ball already for him. 1st and 10 on the Chieftains' 49-yard line. Hand this one off. Looking for a hole, can't quite get anywhere, but he still pushes those feet forward and gets a couple extra yards. Samuel Jenna on the carry there.
And a game like this is so unfortunate. I mean, you have a lot of positives that you've had working up week to week to week. They're coming into this one, and so far it's a 27-0 game, and it just seems like the last couple of years that the Chieftains have had those positives. They're getting better and better, and then all of a sudden they'd come up with something like this on a playoff run that has hurt their chances.
And it doesn't get any easier for them moving forward. Port Huron on the road, and then they'll finish the season out on the road against Stevenson. So 2 road games to finish the year, 2 somewhat tough road games. They're all tough on the road coming up for Utica.
I'll take a timeout here. The Chieftain, nope, Grosse Pointe will actually. So 9:45 to go here, 27-0. They have the ball on the 47, and Grosse Pointe just has dictated the pace of this game. They dictated the style of the game as well as they've done. They've done everything that they possibly wanted to tonight against the Chieftains.
Yeah, give that Grosse Pointe South offense a lot of credit. I mean, the defense for Utica hasn't played great, but a lot of credit there for the offense. They've been moving the ball through the air. Trost has been great. Burnett's been solid. Maiko's made a lot of plays for his team tonight, both through the running game, running it himself, and made some great passes. So a lot of good things coming out from this Grosse Pointe South offense. If they can finish this one out, that'd be 4 in a row for them, and they'd advance to 5-2.
And coming into the season, a lot of people in the Macomb County area thought that they were going to be one of the worst teams this year.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of expectations for this team, and I think they had 2 losses earlier in the season, and since then they moved on and getting better and better every single week. And their 2 losses, Anchor Bay a close one, and Romeo earlier in the year, that's a really good team. So 2nd and 8 now upcoming for Grosse Pointe South. They'll throw it. Got the first down. Look to pick up more, can't quite, pushed out of bounds.
And their defense has just been big. I mean, their whole thing is they stop the run. They contain the run, and they contain they create turnovers with their secondary. And tonight, that's exactly what they've done. They've taken Willie Ray pretty much out of the equation, and we only seen that twice, and that was against Romeo and Anchor Bay. You might as well mark this to a 3rd time tonight, unless things dramatically change. But the Grosse Pointe South Blue Devils have just been on a tear here these last couple weeks.
Yeah, they've been good. And now you're seeing what you have out of your backup quarterback, Luke Ryashi. Of course, he's a senior, so just giving him some playing time because you can at this point. First and 10 from the 38 for the Blue Devils. There's the handoff to the fullback. That's Aiden Combs. He's had a decent little game here so far tonight.
Yeah, he's had a big night.
He's just helped in a lot of ways. You know, some good blocking, had a couple decent runs when they needed the short yardage. So a good game out of him here tonight.
It looks
2nd and 8 upcoming now for Grosse Pointe South.
And it looks like Tony is also starting to substitute a couple guys here and there that normally don't play, a lot of seniors.
Yeah, I want to get all your seniors out there at senior night, so if you can get everybody in at this point, you do just that. .8:25 left in this football game. Grosse Pointe South 27 to Chieftain 0. Looks like they're rolling option here and taken down after a pickup of about 3.
Just have not been able to have an answer for Grosse Pointe's run game tonight.
No, you got
and that's
that
what's
right,
hurt
Mike.
him. That's what's hurt him tonight. And then that deep pass.
Yeah, Grosse Pointe South does a good job of using their run to open up the passing game and some shots down the field. That's what's really hurt the Chieftains. So 3rd down upcoming. They have the ball at the 34-yard line. Does Grosse Pointe South. 7:35 left in this football game. Grosse Pointe South just using up as much clock as they possibly can.
And threatening to score.
Luke Ryashi, he'll hand it off to the running back. His running back will pick him up. That first down, it appears, Samuel Jenna on that carry. And he's having himself a few decent runs here as the game's coming to a close. You see Jenna again, finds a hole right up the middle. Nice little pickup for him. So 1st down from the 27-yard line. 7 minutes now left in this football game.
The question is, Chieftains need to try to regroup quickly for next week, going out to Port Huron, because that's always a tough matchup for them.
Yeah, that's a tough game, especially a road game to go out to Port Huron long, wide over there.
But try to keep their playoff hopes alive. They need to win out now.
There's the handoff to Jenna again. Nice little pickup there. Jenna having himself a decent little second half here for the Blue Devils. And Chieftains all night been trying to find an answer on defense. Still not looking like they found it, as we have about 6 minutes left in this football game. And Mike, the Chieftains haven't been shut out all season. Looking like that might happen tonight. Still some time left though, but they've put a decent amount of points up every night besides against Romeo, where they had to settle for 6, but that's a really talented team. So very low offensive game for the Chieftains here tonight. Here's the handoff to Jenna on 2nd down. He's got the 1st down. Nice run there by Jenna.
And that's what I'm saying. I mean, the last couple games, I mean, you held your own against Ford, too. Even though you lost 28-14, you still held your own against them. And, I mean, last week against Chippewa Valley, which is another good team in the MAC Conference, and you held your own against them. And there should have been positives that should have came into this. You should have brought that to the table today. And, I mean, it's Grosse Pointe. You got to give, at some point, too, you got to give them credit as well, Grosse Pointe. I mean, they just have picked apart the secondary. They picked apart the defensive line. And they've had their way with the run game, and they've had their way with the passing game. And they've put up 27 points on you.
1st and 10 from the 15. 5 minutes left in the game. Grosse Pointe South. Oh, we're going to get a flag there. Not sure what it's going to be. See what the ref has to say about this one. False start on Grosse Pointe South. That's going to move him back 5 yards. So 1st and 15 now upcoming from the 20 for Grosse Pointe South. 4:55 left in the game. So not how we expected this last home game to go, Mike.
Tough loss.
Yeah, not at all here.
There's kicker Veronica Kramer. She's had a pretty good season for the Chieftains. Done very well for herself.
First down for the Blue Devils, handoff to Jenna. Nowhere for him to really go there. And short pickup for him on the first down carry.
So, I guess the Chieftains need to regroup. We got two tough games left, as we said. Try to regroup and.
Yeah, this one's tough, Mike. This team thought maybe they had a playoff chance, and now they'll fall to 3 and 4 on the season.
Oh, and you still do, but you have to win out now. You put more pressure on yourself. I mean, you have to win out. You had to win out anyway, but now most importantly, you have to win your last 2 games and hope for a couple other teams to lose and create some more points for yourself. But at the same time, they needed this victory tonight, and just one of those games that you come out and nothing goes right for yourself.
2nd and 14 for the Blue Devils. Hand off to Jenna again. He's had some success here in this 4th quarter. Nice little pickup there for him.
As for Grosse Pointe, they got to be happy with what they brought to the table here today. I mean, they've played exceptionally well for themselves, and like you said, this is going to be 4 in a row for them. And they head into Utica Ford in another tough matchup. And I mean, look at Eisenhower. They beat them 8-2 last week, and Eisenhower still obviously is one of those good teams here in the MAC, and Utica Ford is too, and so is Dakota. So we'll see how they finish off the season. But
yeah, tough end of the schedule for them, as you point out, Mike.
But I mean, look how well they've been playing. So this is going to be 4 in a row for them.
3rd and 9 for Grosse Pointe South. They have the ball at the 14-yard line.
And look at how well, too, they handled.
Handoff to Jenna, nowhere for him to go. 4th down now upcoming for the Blue Devils.
Look how well they handled Grosse Pointe North, too, who's another good team in the MAC Conference. And they beat them 25-6. They're our arch rival out there in Grosse Pointe.
Yeah, and those rivalry games are always tough, and they did a great job against them. So, yeah, Ford up next on the road. That's going to be a little bit of a tough game, but the way they're playing, definitely very winnable game. Then Dakota, of course, always a very, very good team, but you're playing them at home. Maybe they sneak one out there. This team could get 6-7 wins.
Something that I don't think anybody saw coming.
So 4th and 9, they're going to go for a field goal here. First field goal attempt of the night for either team. It's up, and it's good. Nice field goal there for Grosse Pointe South, and that'll give them a 30-0 lead over the Utica Chieftains. Minute 27 left in the game.
Be nice to see the Chieftains at least get some points on the board if they can, but at this point, with a minute 27 at 30-0,
yeah, it's not going to do much for you, but you'd still like to see it's your last home game. Go out there, get as many really seniors on the field as you can, I think, and go put some points on the board. See what you can do here with a minute 27 left in this game.
And not only that, try to end this game on a little bit of a positive note if you can, to go into next game out in Port Huron. So just a tough loss. As you see some of the parents and classmates out there freezing.
See that field goal one more time. Nice high kick. Great field goal there. That could have been made from a lot further. And this kicker is pretty talented here in Grosse Pointe South. We've seen some deep kickoffs and then a nice field goal, casual field goal made on that one. Chieftains back to return, see if they can do something with one more drive. Low grounding kick to return to the 41-yard line. And we'll see this Chieftain offense one more time here tonight. So last home game for the seniors. Last time we'll see Kumanagwili here at home. We've really enjoyed watching him play. We saw him come up as a sophomore. You know, he's only played 3 years of organized football. He started that year's sophomore year. He made it up to the varsity squad halfway through the season. We've seen him progress since then, and it's really been a pleasure for us.
He's got a lot of talent.
Yeah, watching him and watch him get better, and he's had a good season here tonight.
And I'm telling you, he's going to be a name you're going to hear about up in Central. I really firmly believe that, and I think once that coaching staff, which very good coaching staff up there at Central Michigan, once they work with him a little bit more and he starts to grow a little bit, I think you're going to hear a lot from him next year.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on him as he moves forward to Central Michigan with Coach Bonamigo, see what the Chippewas can do. Here's the handoff. First down and more, trying to get to the outside, taken down at the Grosse Pointe South 45-yard line. Move the chains for the Chieftains.
Coach Bonamigo has done a fabulous job up there at Central, up in Mount Pleasant for the Chippewas.
Blake Franklin there getting some time. He gets the carry on that one. Minute 03 left now in this game. Chieftains trail 30-0. There's the handoff to the left, back up the middle, and gets tripped up there on that carry. And that again is Blake Franklin on that carry.
He's a junior for the Chieftains. So the Chieftains emptying their bench here, try to get some kids in there that normally don't get to play that much, but Franklin looks like he's got some speed out there for himself as he gains 4. 28 seconds left here.
Another run there, tripped up. I believe that's Franklin again on the carry. It is, and you see Chieftains clear their bench. Guglielmetti getting some snaps at the quarterback position. Of course, we saw him the first 3 games of the season, getting snaps there at quarterback.
He's also a junior as well, so both quarterbacks are juniors.
Yeah, we're going to see him next year. It's going to be a quarterback competition, especially moving through the end of the season and into next summer, see what that comes up with.
Well, the season's not over yet. The Chieftains have a shot still at possibly making the playoffs, but I mean, it's very slim. They got to win out. This was a tough loss tonight, losing 30-0. Just one of those nights that things just did not go the Chieftains' way, Adam, and hopefully they can bounce back next week against Port Huron. It's been an awesome season, though, here at Barney Swinehart calling these games.
Yeah, very tough loss here for the Chieftains. They'll go on the road for 2 more games this year. Final score, Grosse Pointe South 30, Chieftains 0. Tough loss here on senior night. Last time they'll play here at home, the seniors. And thanks for joining us this season. Special thank you to the whole Shelby TV crew as we take one last look at how this game played out. See that pass there. Again, that back shoulder one as he holds on. And
that'd be the final nail.
Yeah, that was the final nail, Mike. That was it. I mean, that put it out of reach for Grosse Pointe South. So a tough one here for the Chieftains, but still 2 more games left. Still some good things to come out from this season so far. So we just see, what they can do these next 2 games, Mike. Still 3-4. Want to finish the season out. If you can finish out with a positive record, that's still a great thing to do.
Well, especially, you have a lot of positives. With Patrick O'Connor and Guglielmetti, as you mentioned earlier, a lot of guys are going to be coming back on the secondary. So not only that, finish the season strong. Even if you don't make the playoffs, come back and you have something to grow with next year, especially with the QBs. Obviously, Willie's not going to be here, but a happy Grosse Pointe South team as this is their 4th in a row as they move forward in their quest to make the playoffs.
And that's a team to look forward to. And Michael had himself a great game tonight, so look out for that team.
You see a lot of discouraging faces on the Chieftain side on senior night, but hopefully, like you said, they can go to Port Huron, get this monkey off their back, win that one, and try to go to Stevenson and have a good game against Stevenson out there in Sterling Heights. So just finish the season strong and see where it goes. You make the playoffs, that's the positive, but just a tough loss here tonight.
That's right, Mike. So for the whole Shelby TV crew, for Mike Ventimiglio, I'm Adam Zellick. Thanks for joining us this Utica Chieftain season. Really appreciate it. The final here, Grosse Pointe South 30, Utica 0. Thanks for joining us. See you next season.